So the reason for today's video is that I have been seeing a number of people who have been applying for jobs, but are not getting interview calls. And so this trend that I've been seeing has been happening, I guess, for about a couple of months now. And I started to look as to why, and then it hit me. You see, what I'm going to talk about today, okay, is going to make HR people extremely happy. But for those people who are looking for jobs, it's made their job even more tougher looking for a job. I always say that looking for a job is a job in itself. So let's see how tough that job has become. You see, what has happened is that with artificial intelligence coming in, the dynamics of the recruitment industry has changed drastically. Let me explain. In order for you to understand this better, I would have to go back before November of last year. You see, HR does not screen every application that comes through a job site. They use, or at least before November of 2022, okay, they used what is known as an applicant tracking software, or ATS. Now, what ATS did is that it took your resume and the job description, okay, and it would look at specific keywords. So if there were certain keywords in the job description and it matched the keywords from your resume, if the keywords matched, okay, you would get a sort of a point system, okay, that you would get a point, let's say. And the more keywords you had on your resume that were on the job description, you got a higher ranking, okay, when it came to screening of the resumes. Now, what HR would do thereafter is that they would pick up that ranking and see whoever was first, they would interview that person, second, third, depending on how many people they shortlisted for that job, okay? That was the first thing. Yes, just like Google, okay, it used a similar system, but it was not exactly, the best system because people understood this. So those people, like, for example, career coaches, etc., they help their clients get better ranking because they knew how to trick the system. But post November 2022, things have changed. You see, with AI coming in, AI will take your resume, the job description, and will match not keywords, but will actually look if you meet the criteria that is on that job description. So it's made it more difficult. So you have to know. So in other words, what is done, you have to be congruent with that job description in order for you to get the job. But it doesn't stop there. You see, HR, their job was to always ensure that whoever they brought on board was the right candidate for the job, which meant that they would screen candidates, they would do background checks, they would do all of this, including doing assessments to see if the person would fit into the organization. Now, when I say would that person fit in the organization, what I mean by that is that they would look if your values matched with the values of the organization. So if you had the right values, your chances of getting into the job increased drastically. Now, a lot of people could also trick that system. But you see, HR would go online, do as much searching as possible just to screen out and make sure that the candidate was the right person. All this now has been taken over by AI. So you see, a lot of us love to post our opinions online on social media. So these opinions can be not just political, they could be religious, they could be, anything for that matter. But you see, putting out your opinion that way could actually harm your chances of getting that job. Because now what is happening? Not only will AI screen your resume, it's going to go online and it's going to do a thorough job of trying to see who you are, which means doing Google searches, looking at who you are, everything it can possibly pick up. And it will also screen out red flags where it has to be specified. Okay, just in order to inform HR that these are the red flags concerning this person. As I said, for HR, they're going to be very happy with this. But for a normal person looking for a job, it's going to be even tougher. And for that reason, I mentioned before that personal branding is extremely important. Your online presence is the key for you to get a job. Now, how can you build a personal brand? I have mentioned this before, but I want to mention it here again, specifically when it comes to jobs. The first thing that you need to do is you need to ensure that you are on social media platforms, at least the main ones. Now, when I say the main ones, LinkedIn is the most important if you're looking for a job or even if you're looking for clientele, okay, if you're running a business. 2, Facebook. 3, Twitter. 4, Instagram. 5, TikTok. At least these are the 5 major ones. All right. Yes, there's others like Snapchat, etc., etc. We don't need to get into that, but be sure that you're on these platforms. Number 2, have an active online presence. Now, when I say active online presence, that means you need to be posting on all these platforms, which I just mentioned. Now, what are you going to post? Yes, you can post personal things. That's fine, but ensure that you're talking about your area of expertise. Now, that content doesn't necessarily have to be your own. It can be others. Pick it up, post it. Okay, of course, mention whose content it is, etc. But make sure that you have an online presence. Okay, because that's going to help when it comes to a Google search. Number 3, network. Now, when I say network, okay, I'm talking about both online as well as offline. When I say online networking, I'm talking about LinkedIn. Use LinkedIn to ensure that you're growing your network. And when I say growing your network, look at how many people you can help and see who can help you as well. Grow your network accordingly. And of course, I will give hints and tips in future videos on how to use LinkedIn to help you network. Apart from that, offline networking is extremely important and has become something that we rarely do. So ensure that you're joining forums which are linked to your area of expertise. Have meetings with certain people from the industry. Just get out there and do what we love to do, and that is meet other people, especially with the same mindset as you. The 4th area, define your unique value proposition. You see, you are a brand, hence we're talking about personal branding. Every brand has a value proposition. So Coke has its own value proposition. Pepsi has its own value proposition. What is your unique value proposition? And when I talk about your unique value proposition, what I'm trying to say is, what are you good at? Okay, who are you? So you need to take out time to actually ask this question. Who are you? What you love to do? What are you good at? Put this all, build your brand. Every person has a unique value proposition. Every one of us is different. It's like fingerprints. Not all fingerprints are the same. So what is your unique value proposition? Define it and make sure when you're posting online, it resonates. Point number 5. You see, this is the key. If you can develop your own content, that's amazing. Start writing. Write about your area of expertise. There are a lot of writing platforms. Okay, Medium is one of them. LinkedIn has its own platform, a newsletter within LinkedIn itself. Post there. Okay, write if you love to write. If you can speak, start a podcast. Put out your expertise, your area of expertise. Talk about things that matter to you, what you want to be known for. And lastly, if you can make videos, use YouTube, use Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. These are amazing platforms to get you out there. Now, why all of this? You see, AI is probably going to do a Google search on you. They'll either be doing a Google search or they'll either do a Bing search. But if you can do this and try it out, go online, open up Google, open up Bing, write your name, and see where exactly does your name pop up. If it does not pop up in the first 5 results, you need to work on your online presence, on your personal brand. Once you start all of these things which I mentioned, you will start showing up in these results. And this is extremely important because, as I said, these systems, this artificial intelligence is screening. Okay. So no more a resume going out for multiple jobs. Things are changing. And if you do not take it seriously, you're not going to get hired. You see, there is a lot of competition out there. And in order to get where you want to get, there's going to be a lot of hard work that you have to put in. But trust me, it is worth it, because all of this will pay off in the end. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you that there's already software out there that can screen you even before an interview happens. It can actually give results to HR. And by the way, this doesn't only work just for HR. Okay, it can also work, okay, for a customer who wants to buy your product. Okay, it is scary because it can assess who you are, your characteristics, and HR can actually take that and match it with what the company wants. So make sure that you have a strong personal brand, the sort of personal brand that you want to put out there. I hope this helps. I hope this video helps. If you found this video of some value, please like, follow, but most importantly, share this video with someone it can help. Because trust me, there are a lot of people out there who really want help in finding jobs and are getting nowhere because they don't have that assistance. If this video can help, please do share it. Thank you so much. All the best. Take care. Bye for now.